I told you people I needed a vacation. We just caught a freaking sea turtle on our surf rod. It's a sea turtle, like a leatherback, loggerhead, whatever, giant 70-pound sea turtle. Check this out. This little story starts in Grand Isle, Louisiana, with a boat that refused to work for us. The motor didn't work when we arrived, but then we got it running again, no problem. Hell, it ran just fine before we left the house in Tennessee. The plan was to put in at the Bridgeside Marina and then take it over to Elmer's Island like we did last year. And of course, that place is just chock full of fish. We got to the marina, wouldn't start again. Mechanic said it was screwed, so we had to make plan B. I've done plenty of fishing on the beaches in front of the cabins where we stay at, but I've noticed that over time, and you can see here looking at the beach, it's very thin. It used to be several hundred yards to the shoreline. But I've noticed that the fishing is a lot more spotty nowadays because of the hurricane damage. But we decided to give it a go anyway. We used the same standard gear that we use on Elmer's Island, and we packed it all into the boat. We took the boat over to the public access and kind of used it as a giant wheelbarrow to bring all our gear so we didn't have to make several trips. Many hands made light work, and it didn't take very long before we had a pretty good camp set up right here in front of public access number 4. I like this spot. It's just very convenient for where we stay.
I guess that's on. Come on, big boy.
There's something right there. You see it?
That's a shark.
That's a redfish.
Red!
Well, we gotta treat this one gently. You got it hooked in the arm.
That is wild. Watch this. Well, don't let them bite you.
You wanna get him on the beach?
Get them on the beach.
Yeah, hook.
Need some pliers. Logan, Logan, go run and find some pliers.
Pliers. Oh, it's out, it's out,
It's out.
It's out.
Yay.
All right, well, let's
Get that stuff away from us so I don't get hooked again. Wipe your feet too.
Go put that back in there.
What, you want to touch a sea turtle? That's kind of neat.
I want to touch them.
I know, right? All that stuff growing on the shell. Oh, that feels crazy. Oh, y'all are airdropping these pictures of me. I say that.
Oh, he's yellow.
Now he's like, all right, I'm getting out of here.
The only ones I know, loggerhead maybe, because I think the
goobers from Memphis to bring in a sea turtle.
Now, this beautiful little animal, I think, is a younger loggerhead because they say the adults can weigh anywhere from like 400 pounds to 1,000 pounds. They have a range of thousands of miles wandering and foraging for food, and honestly, they don't often come to Grand Isle. Apparently, there's only been a few laying eggs there in the last 30 years. This guy attracted a ton of attention on the beach, and people that have been walking the beach for 30 years said they'd never even heard of one being seen, let alone one being caught by anglers. We reached the biologist by phone, and he really wanted to see the turtle, but he was taking so long to get there, so we decided that it was pretty much time to put this guy out to sea. He'd regained his strength and started heading for the ocean himself, so we just gave him a little hand. Now, you're not supposed to be handling these animals. It's restricted, but we did hook him on a fishing line, and he did actually have a second fishing hook in him, which we were able to remove. So we don't feel too bad about it, but let's hope he doesn't get too close to knuckleheads with fishing poles here in the future. Here's how the rest of the fishing trip went. Mark got him a little redfish. Oh, come back here when you're full size, please. Try, we got one in.
All right.
Still on.
Make sure the rod stays.
I got him! It was a pretty heavy gauge of wire, and whatever that was bit through it like a pair of pliers.
Is that a keeper?
No.
the line was.
Let's bring him
You
out.
want to lip him? Lighten up a little bit. I think we're good.
There, let's down this cabin. Yes! This is the reason why Fat Guy in a Little Boat is successful. Because we build our people like this. Woo! I mean, people are... We need boats! Listen, subscribe to this channel and tell your friends about it. We got all kind of good stuff going on over here.